The Passion of Al-Hallaj. The omni-cosmic and most holy Al-Hallaj was born in Medina al-Baida, or Baida, a little village in the ancient province of Fars in southern Persia, in the year 224 AH, or 857 CE, and was the grandson of a devotee of the great master Zoroaster. Al-Hallaj was initiated into the great mysteries of Sufism. Arabian traditions tell us that when he was 40 years old, he disagreed with the jurists and orthodox traditionalist religious scholars. Thus, he went to the streets to directly teach the multitudes the sublime principles of spiritual life. It is written that Al-Hallaj, the great Sufi master, taught with his word and with his example. Indefatigably, he traveled throughout Iran, India, Turkey, and so on, reaching even the very borders of ancient China. The great master Al-Hallaj was without a doubt a tremendous revolutionary. Jealous and envious politicians accused him of being a dangerous agitator. Religious scholars of the law accused him of being a heretic when he mixed the human with the divine, when divulging the esoteric mysteries amidst the people. The masters of Sufism themselves did not have any difficulty of accusing him of breaking the discipline of that which is arcane. Thus, as is natural in those cases, judges were willing to condemn him for many supposed crimes, for example, as a fraud, an impostor, black magician, warlock, sorcerer, profaner of mysteries, people's agitator, ignorant preacher, enemy of the government, and so on. Al-Hallaj, the mystic Sufi, was imprisoned in an infamous jail for 9 years, and afterwards vilely mutilated and executed on the 27th of March of 922 in the year 309 of Hejira. Islamic sacred traditions tell that when the terrible night came, the night in which he was taken from his dungeon in order to be executed at dawn, he stood and uttered the ritualistic prayer and prostrated himself twice. Those who saw him stated that when his prayer was concluded, he persistently repeated, "Deceitfulness, deceitfulness," all through the long and dark night, and after a long and profound silence, he exclaimed, "Truthfulness, truthfulness," and raised up again. He tied the veil on his head, covered himself with the blessed shroud, extended his sacred Christified hands, and turned his divine countenance towards the Kaaba, and entered into ecstasy and spoke with his internal God. At daylight, when he left the prison, the multitude saw him happily dancing in a complete joyful ecstasy under the weight of his irons. The merciless executioners took him to the public square and mutilated him after flagellating him 500 times. Ancient traditions from the Arabian world state that after having been flagellated and mutilated, Al-Hallaj was crucified. Many people hear him talking in ecstasy to his father, who is in secret, from his own Golgotha. "O God of mine, I am going to enter into the abode of my wishes. There I will contemplate thy marvels. O God of mine, if you manifest thy love even to him that wounds thee, how then would thou not give thy love to the one who is wounded because of thee?" After this prayer sprouted from the most holy heart of Al-Hallaj. The people who watched the torture saw Abu Bakr al-Shibli, who, while advancing towards the scaffold of tortures, shouted very strongly the following phrase, "Had we not prohibited thee to receive guests, whether a man or an angel?" Then Abu Bakr asked, "What is mysticism?" Al-Hallaj answered, "Behold, his minor degree before thee." Abu Bakr asked again, "And where is his supreme degree?" Al-Hallaj answered, "Thou cannot have access unto it. Nonetheless, tomorrow thou shalt see what shall come. I testify it in the divine mystery within which it exists, albeit it is hidden for thee." At the evening hour, the hour of prayer, came the order of the cruel, sanguinary caliph, authorizing the beheading of the victim. Yet his executioners said, "It is too late. Let him be decapitated tomorrow." Very early in the morning, Caliph's command was fulfilled, and Al-Hallaj, still alive, was brought down from the cross and was carried away in order to slit his throat. Then a certain witness heard Al-Hallaj uttering in a loud voice, "What the ecstatic one wants is the unique, and no one else but himself." Thereafter, filled with ecstasy, he recited the following sacred verse: "Those who do not believe in the last hour are dragged with haste towards it. However, the believers wait for it with reverential fear, since they know it is the truth." Thus, this is how, with these solemn words, the life of the omnicosmic and most holy Al-Hallaj concluded. Hence, his venerable, bleeding, blessed head fell under the edge of the sword as a sanguinary holocaust on the altar of the supreme sacrifice for humanity. The poisonous hatred of his executioners was so great that they did not even authorize his cadaver to be shrouded or have a burial service. Ancient traditions of Islam tell that the sacred ashes of the old Sufi Al-Hallaj were dispersed in the winds from the heights of the Manara. It was rolled up in a filthy rug formerly damped in petroleum. When the holy body burned, consumed by the fire of the Holocaust, the whole of nature shook, filled with infinite terror. The great Hierophant Sufi Al-Hallaj, by means of chisel and hammer, transformed the brute stone and gave a perfect cube shape unto it. Before physically dying, the great immolated Al-Hallaj was already absolutely dead psychologically. The resplendent diamond soul of Mansur Al-Hallaj is treading upon the heavenly path, heading towards the Absolute. The great Sufi initiate Al-Hallaj was born, died, and sacrificed himself completely for humanity. Now it is worthy to conclude this chapter with that ineffable prayer written with infinite love by the Mohammedan Christ Mansur Al-Hallaj, entitled, "O thou wholeness of my wholeness. Lo and behold, here I am, O my secret, O my confidence. Lo and behold, here I am, O thou my aspiration, O thou my consequence. I call upon thee. Know thou art the one who calls me towards thee. How could I have talked to thee if thou would not have talked to me? O thou essence of the essence of my existence, O thou end result of my design. Thou who makest me talk, O thou my enunciations, thou my blinks. O thou wholeness of my wholeness, O my ear, O my sight, O my totality, my constitution and my parts. O thou wholeness of my wholeness, wholeness of everything, equivocal enigma, I darken the wholeness of thy wholeness when wanting to express thy being. O thou from whom my spirit was suspended before now when dying of ecstasy. Ah, thy pledge continues, being my misfortune. O supreme objective that I request and wait, O my guest, O nourishment of my spirit, O my life in this world and in the other. Let my heart be thy ransom. O my ear, O my sight. Why so much delay in my seclusion so distant? Ah, albeit thy presence before my eyes is hidden within the invisible. My heart by now contemplates thee. From my remoteness, yes, from my exile.